Oh my god, that's the base fantasy report!
Police try to get me, but they miss me every time. About to smoking right, blowing up a fire. Police try to get me, but they miss me every time. Smoking and riding, smoking and riding, smoking and riding. Gangsta kid, they'll be cruising down this ghetto street.
Bienvenidos a la Based Fantasy Report, Semana 4. Me llamo Iyun, el rey de gambas. Y hay un anuncio, es el cumpleaños de mi amigo Mateo Blanco en viernes. ¡Feliz cumpleaños, Mateo Blanco! What's up, motherfuckers? Excuse me, it's the motherfucking Base Fantasy Report Gold Edition. That's right, motherfuckers. I'm recording this live from my motherfucking new gold iPhone 5S. I'm that fucking excited about it. I've been waiting a minute for it. Longer than a minute. I've been waiting for like years for this shit, man. I finally got it. The video is looking really crisp right now. I'm fucking buzzed off this coffee right now. Woo! If you didn't know what I was saying before, I just want to give a shout out to my dude, Matt White. It's your birthday on Friday. Happy early birthday, you motherfucker. Let's get into the matchups of week 4. Let's start off with what I called the matchup of the week, which was myself versus Pete. It was fucking David versus Goliath. And unfortunately for me, history was rewritten and Goliath continued to stomp on poor old David's body. I feel like all the points that I scored last week went to waste because there was no way I was going to score 130 points. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Darren Sproles, for scoring 24. You know, thank you, Anquan Bolden, for coming through. Thank you, even Julian Edelman, for, racking up, at least 11 points. But when you got 4 motherfuckers on your team scoring at least 20 points, I'm talking about that Torrey Smith. I'm talking about that Adrian Peterson. I'm talking about that Drew Brees, Jimmy Graham connection scoring a combined total of 54 points. Those 4 motherfuckers alone outscored my whole entire team. So Pete totally destroyed me, man. Oh my god, man. That really left me disheartened. I'm kind of sad right now, to be honest with you. I lost 3, games in a row. Oh my fucking god. Right now, it also pains me to say this, but Pete's team is looking pretty unstoppable right now. I mean, he's scoring mad amounts of points. He scored the most this week. I think he scored the most last week too. Shit, man. I mean, fuck. I mean, he's looking pretty fucking good, but there is, some weaknesses in fucking Pete's team. But we'll talk about that later. Let's go into the next matchup, which was Stay Ugly versus Fuck City 2K13, Mateo Blanco, the birthday boy, versus Angelo. It's not like Angelo did bad. I mean, Demaryius Thomas came through. Matt Forte, he had that big run. Colin Kaepernick, he didn't score that many points. But, I mean, Gel's team, it did pretty solid. The only critique that I really have is that, I would suggest putting an Andre Johnson over Giovanni Bernard. But, I mean, to each his own. And, Giovanni Bernard, scored 7.5 points. So that's pretty decent. And even if you had put an Andre Johnson, you still wouldn't have won because that motherfucking Peyton Manning went too crazy. That Reggie Bush went too crazy. That Dez Bryant went too crazy. And motherfucking Lamar Miller came through with the fucking touchdown. So I guess Matt's team is looking pretty solid right now. He improves to 3-1. Mateo Blanco, you know what? I'm really happy for you because your teams in the past, they've been sucking ass, or they did suck ass, and now you're doing pretty well right now. So I think you're in the number 2 spot. So congratulations, Matt White, on getting that win. And Gel, I'm sorry, your team did pretty well, but it just came up a little short this week, or this past week. Let's go into the next matchup, which was I Did You a Favre versus Jay Floon the Tycoon. Tycoon. Oh my god, I'm saying Tycoon again. Anyway, David, he had a really strong performance. His Browns, I mean, this man is going all in with the Browns. Sleeper pick of the year, hands down, has to be Jordan Cameron. That guy's putting up big numbers. Josh Gordon came out, and fucking Browns defense, wow, man. David, you're doing pretty well, man. But, I mean, if the Browns end up losing, then you're going to end up losing a lot of points. Matt Ryan came through with 22.84 points. Not Gel's team, but Jason's team just came up a little short. Jason, I'm really, really, really sorry, but I have to give you the motherfucking fail of the week because you left Ahmad Bradshaw in. Just a little factoid if you don't know about this. Christopher, he told me about this. Ahmad Bradshaw, he has tattoo AB, and if that motherfucker ever goes to prison, he's gonna be screwed because AB in prison, that means Aryan Brotherhood. And dude, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just a little factoid, throwing that in for you right there. Yeah, so I gotta give you the fail of the week for leaving that dude in. Jason, I know that you've been making this comeback and you've been doing pretty well, but please, please, please check up your lineup every week and make sure that you're checking that shit and, you know, getting people in and out. Alright, so congratulations, David, on your win. You improved also to, I think, 3-1, right? Yeah, this motherfucker's 3-1 now as well. So congratulations, David, your team is doing pretty well. But it all depends on the Browns. So let's go into the next matchup of the week. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Ledge, man, like, you're fucking surmounting a comeback, man. Phillip Rivers. Wow, I can't believe that you picked up Phillip Rivers, man. You picked up Phillip Rivers and he delivered with 26 points. Arian Foster, looks like the old Arian Foster is back, scoring 23. No Sean as well. Wow, 15 points. Peter Garkin, aka Pierre Garçon, with fucking 11.9, and that motherfucking Victor Cruz, man. Victor Cruz, that's the motherfucker that either gets you 5 or goes off and gets you 20. And this week he got you 22 points. Wow, Bilal Powell as well. Great pickup, man. 10 points. And the motherfucking Matt Bryan scoring 11 points, man. Shit, that was really, really good. Ledge, because you picked up Phillip Rivers when Aaron Rodgers was out, because you got Bilal Powell, you know, off the waiver wire, I gotta give you the motherfucking genius of the week. Those are 2 great pickups. Wow, man, I was really, really impressed with that. I'm really happy for your comeback. You're doing well right now. 128 points. I mean, that motherfucker Pete had to come in, like, one up you to score 131, but 128.9, that ain't fucking bad. And unfortunately for Carl, all of his guys came up a little bit short. I don't know what the fuck is happening over there with the Buccaneers, man. They're just fucking sucking ass, and unfortunately Carl has Vincent Jackson and he has Douglas Morton, and they just have not been producing. I mean, Tony Romo, he did pretty well with 19, and Frank Gore, I mean, he had a really, really good performance with 19 points, but oh man, and even the Chiefs defense, wow, that was a great pickup too, Carl. If you had won this week, I would have given you the genius because, I mean, the Chiefs pickup, that was pretty good. I mean, honestly, I wanted them, so goddamn. I'm sorry, Carl. Hopefully next week you'll bounce back. Now let's go up to the last matchup of the week. It was the Calgary Crop Dusters versus Anthony. And I will say this, man. This was a really, 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 really close matchup. But Chris, man, you gotta pace yourself, okay? The phrase of the day for Chris is, man, you gotta pace yourself.
Naps with Mad Dog.
Man, you don't want to get boozed out and be passing out during the night game. And that's what that motherfucker did. You can't be just passing out during the most important game,
Come on, bruh.
from your matchup. You gotta be like supporting, or you gotta be supporting your boys or whatnot, man. You can't be passing out. You can't be wrapping blankets around your head.
Come on, bro.
You can't be making fucking imprints up your face with aluminum foil.
Come on, man.
I repeat, using aluminum foil to make imprints of your face.
Really?
That man was fucking drunk. I mean, do you want to see proof of it? Maybe I'll show you some proof of it. I don't know. Maybe, some photos will be spliced in. I don't fucking know.
Come on, son.
But during that fucking night matchup, that's when Anthony came back. Because he had Wes Welker and he had fucking Tony Gonzalez. Wes Welker, oh my god, I can't even talk right now. I'm going crazy. Wes Welker scoring 2 touchdowns. Tony Gonzalez scoring 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns and surmounting a comeback. So congratulations, Anthony, on improving to 2-2. And my goodness, man, Tony Gonzalez, Wes Welker. And it's not like Chris did bad. It's just that he just came up a little bit short. I mean, I hate to say this, but if you had played Alex Smith, you would have won. But I mean, like, how could you play, Alex Smith over Andrew Luck when he's going against Jacksonville, right? Right? So unfortunately, that's just a little bit of a bad luck. So Chris, I'm sorry. You're down with me at 1-3. Hopefully we can improve this next week. All right. Going a little bit crazy now. All right, let's go into the matchups of next week. We have myself versus Fuck City 2K13, the birthday boy. I know it's your birthday, but, I really, really need a fucking win. Like, Dude, I just want to win, man. Seriously, I just want to know what it feels like to win again because I've lost 3 in a row and it fucking sucks. I'm honestly really worried this week because Matt's team is it's up to its full strength. I mean, that fucking dude Peyton Manning, I'm really fucking worried about him. We got Reggie Bush, he got Jordy Nelson back, he got Dez, he got CS3. If y'all motherfuckers don't know who CS3 is, that's Cecil Shorts the third, motherfuckers. I mean, I picked up Vernon Davis, and, I got Randall Cobb back, but, man, it's going to be fucking hard because I'm playing Sam Bradford. RG3 is on the bye week this week. Hopefully Bradford will come through for me and score, a lot of points because you're going against Jacksonville. Alright, so let's talk about the next matchup, which is Stay Ugly versus Jay Floon, the Tycoon. Honestly, I want Angelo to win just so I have a better chance of making the playoffs. Yes, that's a biased opinion. That's selfish. I don't give a fuck. I want Gel to win. I'm sorry, Jay. That's just the way that it has to be. The next matchup is, whoa, this is the matchup of the week. This is motherfucking Peter versus Ledge. And as I mentioned before, this is the week that you have to beat Peter. Okay, this is a time when he has a quote, chink in his armor. Okay, that's fucking mad racist. I'm Asian, I can do that. Whatever, fuck, and I'll fuck you guys, alright? Yeah, so this week he doesn't have Adrian Peterson, so Leggy, you have to beat him, alright? I mean, it would be more beneficial for me if you actually lost, you know, so I can try to get that last playoff spot, but, you know, I can never root for Peter. That's my boy in real life. I got his back 100%. All you guys in real life, I got your backs 100%, but when it comes to fancy shit, I do not respect Peter. I do not want him to win. He's just lucky with the #1 pick. Maybe that's just me being salty, but yes, Leggy, you have to beat him this week, man, because he doesn't have AP. So please, man, you have to win. And thank God you got Aaron Rodgers back, because you're gonna fucking need him, man. Shit. That's the matchup of the week. Ledge, you have to beat him. Another time where you can beat Pete will be week 7, and on week 7, David is facing off against Peter, and on that week, Peter does not have Drew Brees or Jimmy Graham. So week 7, David, you have to beat. Oh my God, I just spit. You have to beat Peter. Alright, so let's go up to the next matchup. We have I Did You a Favre versus Calgary Crop Dusters. Chris, please beat David. You know, that's just another thing that's beneficial towards me. You know, Chris will get ranked up, and David will fall down a little bit. So yes, excuse me. Chris, please beat David. Alright, then we have Puss Beaters versus Diplomats. Carl, once again, I need Carl to win. You know, Anthony, you're my best friend. You're my dude. You know, you're the best, but I need Carl to win, but it's going to be really difficult for Carl because he's missing Doug Martin and Vincent Jackson this week. So if you guys get some, you know, trade offers from Carl, you know, help him out. Help a brother out, you know what I mean? Okay, so this will be like a new thing that we can do, you know, this week. And maybe I'll start making the reports on Wednesday so we can talk about all the waiver wire pickups. So let's go into it. I guess the #1 person to pick up off the waiver wire this week was Vernon Davis. Thank you, Chris Christopher, for dropping him. And since I was in last place, I am #1 on the waiver wire, so obviously I picked him up. I also picked up the Denver Broncos defense. Hopefully, they will crush the Dallas Cowboys and give me the win this fucking weekend against Matt. I'm really sorry it has to be that way, but I really want it to happen that way, alright? We have the motherfucking Stay Ugly picking up Nate Washington. He dropped Eddie Royal because I guess Eddie Royal flaked on him and did not show up after scoring mad touchdowns earlier in the season. Puss Beaters, he picked up David Wilson. Once again, thank you, Chris Christopher, for dropping David Wilson. I mean, that guy has sucked recently, but I mean, the Giants actually cut their other running back, so hopefully, you know, this week he'll put up numbers, and, you know, Carl fucking desperately needs him, with Douglas Martin being out. And also, who do we have here? We have Fifth Legislation. He picked up Garrett Graham, the tight end, and he dropped the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Fuck City also picked up Zanny Woodhead. Funk Nasty, Peter picked up Nick Novak. I think that's a good pickup in terms of kicker, only making his team a little bit stronger. You piece of shit. Can you please stop doing research at your house? Oh my God. And then we had Legislation picking up Alston Jeffrey. I guess he fell in love with him last week after he picked up a couple of touchdowns and whatnot. And also the last thing is that Fuck City dropped the Eagles defense. Alright, motherfuckers, it's the motherfucking Bays Fantasy Report. It's yours truly, this iPhone Gold 5S edition. Hopefully this new quality and everything will be awesome and whatnot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I feel like I was more hyped up this week. I'm gonna try to be more hyped for you guys. And yeah, it's the motherfucking Base Fantasy Report. Semana 4, week 4, putas. Alright, I'll see y'all next week, alright? Peace, guys. Peace. And fuck the government shutdown. You know, I can't even go to the motherfucking National Zoo. What the fuck is up with that? You know what I mean? Peace.
We're going now. Okay.